But Voch.
Beats Planet.
But Voch. What's good, y'all? Cooling. Are my levels okay? It says I'm a bit loud. Probably because my Mississippi was showing and I was screaming through the mic. We should be good here. I'm looking straight forward at my microphone and my camera. Everything seems to be in order. Let me give me a little more volume on this. What are we doing? I haven't done this in a minute. Y'all be patient. Check. That's a little better. Check. There we go. What's happening, y'all? Been a while since we got a minute to come together and congregate as a family and all that. But we back at it. I was just trying to find a brief intermission to take a vacation from draft season. I took my vacation. We're back. But I'm going on vacation again in a couple of days. So I don't know what y'all. I don't know what y'all want me to say, man, but we've had some interesting things that have hit the Cowboy streets over the past week or so, and y'all know we are definitely in Cowboy mode right now. Can we just one time for just draft season, one time how successful draft season was? Can we just draft season was incredibly successful. It was something to behold. It was something to be proud of. You know what I mean? So I'm glad the draft season turned the way that it turned, but now we're in Cowboy season. We're in full blown Cowboy season. So, like, if you're a Ravens fan, tune in to me. I mean, you can keep listening. I mean, because you never know what's going to happen on these live shows. You know what I mean? You can keep listening. But it's going to be Cowboy heavy content until January. But for those of you that are in my Patreon that are fans of the other 31, I will be dropping film on everybody. So how this is going to work is I'm actually doing film over there when I get off this live stream or whatever. We're going to be watching film on some rookies from the NFC North. I got Justin Fields, I got Levi Onwuzurike, I got Amari Rodgers, and I got Kellen Mond. All right. So that's for my non-Cowboy congregates or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Then after that, we'll find a new division to watch film on them. And then when the season starts, I'll be watching NFL film on all the rookies. But the regular channel will be Cowboy filled. So, you know, if you're a Cowboy fan, y'all ain't got to worry about that. Y'all are going to get the bulk of the content or whatnot. All right. So with that being said, I had a few things that I kind of wanted to run by y'all because y'all my peoples and all that. I got the phone lines open as they should be. 515-606-5187, access code 309-104. If you're inclined to call in, say whatever you want to say, ask a question, you know, make a comment on where you seen a comment at, whatever you want to do. Whatever you want to do. I love the streets. You know what I'm saying? Call into the show and tell me what you think about whatever it is. But I do have a few things on my mind that I have to not even that I have to address because that sounds like a rant that's coming, you know, cue Jeff's rant music. Nah, that's not a thing. It's just I have some opinions, some thoughts on a handful of things. So first up, we got 172 people up here. Shouts out to y'all for being here. So first off, it is very Cowboy fan nature, and I say that as polite as I could possibly say it, but it's very in Cowboy fan nature to want safety, because it's very rare that we get safeties, and I don't even think that it's our fault that we don't draft safeties. It's just every time we about to draft a safety, they end up gone, and the safeties that we could be drafting are just as good as the safeties that we end up drafting. For example, we could have gotten a guy like 2 years ago, right? Somebody like, well, Voch, could we have gotten Taylor Rapp or something? We could have gotten Taylor Rapp, but I think that the value you get in contrast of Taylor Rapp and like Donovan Wilson or whatever, just taking that dude in the 6th round, I think kind of adds up or whatnot. If there's a clear blown guy that's better than Donovan Wilson, like a Derwin James that y'all would be pissed off at because he can't be healthy. If there was a guy like a Grant Delpit or, you know, the guys that we, you know, like Winfield or whatever, or the guys we were looking at this year, the Moore Riggs, Grants, and all those guys, they was just gone. They was just gone. I don't think the Cowboys necessarily have a problem with, you know, getting safety. I just don't think that we're ever in situations to draft somebody that's worth getting. These 3rd, 4th round dudes just end up being rotational bench guys. You know what I mean? That just kind of is what that is. So what ends up happening is we go into this anybody but mindset. Shouts out to Shaq Edwards. He's Shaq the Vikings fan. I'm going to be watching Kellen Mond on the Patreon today. Shouts out to you. Here's $10 for the great draft season 2021. Thanks for the amazing content ESPN does not give us. Man, I can't help but to give you a war call for that, Shaq. Come on, man. So, safety. So what happens is, a lot of Cowboy fans, you know, will fall into this mindset of anybody but. We'll go into this anybody but, you know, whoever I got. You know what I'm saying? So, once upon a time it was like Jeff Heath or something, you know what I mean? Like, yo, I'll take anybody but Jeff Heath. Turned out Jeff Heath was the leading interception guy on your team or whatever. Anybody but Darian Thompson, boom, boom, boom. So what ends up happening is we really play this game of, can I get a corner and move him to free? And then can I get a linebacker and move him to strong? You see what I'm saying? People really, really like to throw that idea around, and you need both. You need both. You need free and you need strong, but I think you can find strongs. It's hard to find frees. If it was just so easy to find frees, everybody would have a free. And I think what ends up happening sometimes in our own little circle, in this little thing of ours, you know what I mean? We'll be like, well, Voch, can I get Patrick Peterson and put him at free safety? I mean, probably, but is it worth it? You know what I mean? Is that worth doing? You know what I mean? Is he even going to be good there? Or Voch, can we get Richard Sherman and put him at free? Or can we take this cornerback, Reggie Robinson, and put him at free? I don't think that necessarily works that way. I think good frees are rare for a reason, and that even taking cornerbacks and playing them at free, something's going to be missing. They can have the athleticism, but they don't have the instincts. By the time they get the instincts, they too damn old and their athleticism has gone. So I'm not the biggest fan of taking corners and moving them to free. This is the big conversation that we're having now, is should we move Jabril Cox to strong? I've seen Brother Okoye talk about this. I've seen Will Steele talk about this. Shouts out to both those entities. Go over there and check them out. Okoye Media and Dallas Cowboy Network. Check those individuals out. This is why I wouldn't want to move Jabril Cox to strong safety, because I think he's such a weapon where he is. I wouldn't want to make him a weapon elsewhere to take a weapon from that spot. You see what I'm saying? Jabril Cox is good enough to cover nickel receivers. He can cover damn near any tight end. By his second, third, or fourth year, he'll be good enough to cover any tight end. I think that's a weapon, especially in new football, to where everybody's looking to take advantage of linebackers. You rarely see teams try to take advantage of safeties. If they try to take advantage of safeties, it's with receivers, right? You don't see people take advantage of safeties with running backs and tight ends. They can do it according, like, if it was like Gronk or something, or if it like Kelsey or something, they can probably do that. But the average tight end, they line those dudes up against like linebackers or whatever, right? So in my mind, to take Jabril Cox, a new age linebacker, a super cover dude linebacker, and put that dude at safety, strong safety in particular, you create this redundancy in that part of the field. Plus, you take a good cover dude away from that safety. So let's rewind that. What do I mean by you create a redundancy in that side of the field? So if you have Jabril Cox and he's a will linebacker, or just whichever one, will or Sam linebacker, you say, damn, Jabril Cox, you're a good covering will or Sam linebacker. If he's displaced from the linebacker spots or whatever, then you'll be like, well, Voch, he's kind of like a strong safety anyway. And that's true. And that's facts. But this is the problem. I can have a covering linebacker and a covering ass strong safety. Let me hit my war button. Let me my button on this. If I move Jabril to strong safety, all that does is it forces me to put Jalen Smith back on the field. You see what I'm saying? To where on third downs, I could take Jalen off the field, put Jabril at linebacker, and still have my safety spot for Donovan, right? Now, whatever we're going to do at Okoye wants to move Cox to free, not strong. Oh, I'm definitely going to cuss Okoye out if that's the case. I'm definitely cussing Okoye out if that's the case. My goodness. My goodness. Hold on. Time out. Let's see what Vaughn talking about. They wasn't saying moving to strong safety. They were saying that was the position he was in on making it. And see, that's my thing though. Vaughn and You know what I'm saying? Thank you, sir. Appreciate the comment. But if you look at my film session or whatever, right? Because if you look at who was they playing against? Texas A&M. Texas A&M was in their 4 wide set, but LSU was in nickel. You see what I'm saying? So what that is that you get to do the versatility from one spot. You see what I'm saying? You could technically move Jabril out, and in theory he would be a safety, but it's not about the position, it's the personnel package. You see what I'm saying? Because if you take off Jabril and put him at safety and you just kind of leave him there, now you're in a dime look kind of sort of, you know what I mean? I want to leave my linebackers on the field, leave both safeties on the field, and I want to be able to adapt to different offensive formations. Koye talking about moving Jabril to free. Me and him gonna have to have a long conversation about that, and you know, like that round table could be a thing soon. I'm just saying. And with that round table, me and Okoye would hash out our differences, because I think Jabril Cox at free safety is wildness. But the idea of Jabril playing strong, which I do see a lot in the Cowboy, you know, circle or whatever, you know, just the people on the social media machines. Jabril Cox probably can play strong safety. I just wouldn't want him to, because I don't want too many moving parts. Plus, we're in this league to where linebackers are moving forward. Linebackers gonna be able to cover. If you think about Isaiah Simmons, former Clemson guy, plays in Arizona now, right? The free and strong and linebacker and dude that was pass rusher sometimes. If you look at Isaiah, you could put Isaiah in a lot of spots. But in new NFL, what makes it optimal is just leave him at linebacker, because that way he can go anywhere. You see what I'm saying? If he's at free safety and you move him down into the box, then it kind of gets weird at free. Or if he's out this wide, then you're missing something here. If you leave that dude as Sam linebacker, that fits just like strong safety. It fits just like some walk down blitz dude. I don't think Jabril is Isaiah Simmons, but in the way that if you look at new league, if you look at what they do, what they do with Buddha and stuff like that, Buddha Baker, things like that, what they're gonna do with Isaiah Simmons, what they're gonna do with Jabril, what they're gonna do with Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah, you're gonna see more and more sets to where these guys in real life, if this was 2012, Jabril would probably be a safety, or Jeremiah Wusu-Koramoah would probably be a full-time safety. But with new NFL, Mark Barron and all that, but with new NFL, what's probably going to end up happening is you're going to need linebackers. Linebackers, they're just going to keep getting smaller, and you're going to need them dudes to cover more and more and more. And that's why I don't want to move Jabril, because I don't want to put Jalen back on the field or put some linebacker that can't cover, and I don't want to take Donovan off the field. That's my reasoning. I'll go to the chat box for reaction. Let's see. We got Scott Walker Steele in the chat box. We just gave him a shout out earlier. There you go. On Dallas Cowboy Network, sometime he on the East Coast. So knowing him, it might be like 8 Eastern, 7 Central or something. So put on your notifications if y'all haven't anyway. He's going to be talking to Barry Church, and Barry Church is going to be lying about how Israel Mukamura is going to look good at free safety. So go tune in. So go listen. Go to Dallas Cowboys Network on YouTube and check out that interview, because I'm sure it's going to be filled with information. I just think that Barry Church is gonna be lying. But go over there and check that out when we leave here tonight. We're gonna go to the phones real fast before I move on to way too early overreactions in rookie camp. Brother Reeves, what's happening, sir?
What's good, Brother Voch? How you doing?
Man, life good. I can't complain. Ain't nothing about nothing.
I feel that. And just to bounce off what you've been saying about this, whole safety situation.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about, like Donovan Wilson? Is he someone that you feel confident in, or is he just someone that's just a guy?
Donovan to play free safety or to play, because And also this another watch this because watch this, brother Reese. Fantastic segue, Jones, sir. Let me give you a war call for this one. Let me just hook you up real fast, sir. Let me tell you why. Donovan Wilson is another perfect example of what we're talking about here with the whole Cox thing, right? Donovan can play free safety. He has the ability to play free safety. He'll probably be good at free safety, but take those abilities and leave him where he's most optimal at strong safety. And then you'll have a true free safety playing free safety. Sometimes it ain't even about what you're good at. It's about what's optimal. Because let me hit y'all with some more real shit. Let me just be ready for y'all, man. I just want y'all to be prepared when we start talking about this. Everybody talking about that Cam Chancellor role. I don't think Cam Chancellor would super exist in 2021 football like that. I don't think so. Cam Chancellor did some things. Cam Chancellor was good for his time, but y'all know football evolve every 3 years or so. I don't think Cam Chancellor. I don't think Cam Chancellor could run around with a guy like Saquon Barkley. I think linebackers got to be able to cover better one step. Then safety's got to be able to cover better one step. So in this new National Football League moving forward, linebackers got to be able to cover tight ends. Safety's got to be able to cover wide receivers. Back in the day, that was a mismatch. Putting CeeDee Lamb on Cam Chancellor? Are you joking me? That's an ass whooping. I don't think you want a true Cam Chancellor kind of guy, because Cam Chancellor wasn't big cover dude like that. You want you a dude like Donovan Wilson, so that when he can walk down in the nickel, he can live amongst those wide receiver cats. CeeDee Lamb was smoke Cam Chancellor, but go ahead, Reeves. My bad, sir. Go ahead.
No, you're all good. But of course, it's your show, man. You got it. But with that being said, in terms of Cam Chancellor, do you think they could use him in 2021 defensive schemes? Do you think they could use Cam Chancellor like the Cowboys maybe are trying to use Keanu Neal?
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, 100%. Cam Chancellor would 100% be a linebacker in 2021 football, not a safety.
I got you. Oh, man, I got one quick question. It's not really about the secondary, but I actually asked Jeff about it. You know, shout out to y'all too with Scoutcast. Y'all need to, man, I just need to be a podcast, man. Like, for real. Like, if y'all don't just, like, it ain't got to be about football constantly, but that Scoutcast stuff, that chemistry is just different. Y'all got it, man. So,
we're working on it. We're working on it. Appreciate it. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I was asking Jeff just about this offensive line. How do you feel comfortably? Do you feel comfortable about this offensive line? Do you like where we're at, or do you think we need to add another guy, or what you think how we gonna be over there?
I think you should draft offensive line every single year, and we've been doing that. So that's cool. I really wanted Rashawn Slater, but I don't think that offensive line was a need necessarily. It would have been really good to have Rashawn Slater. But the only reason offensive line looked horrible last year because we was on this terror threat level orange situation with injuries. Like we was down. Like the only reason Terrence Steele played because 3 tackles was out. You know what I mean? And him and Knight were tackle 4 and 5. You know what I mean? That's the only reason that we saw them. Then Zach kind of got hurt a little bit, and for some reason Mike McCarthy has problems with player evaluations, which is why he's on the bubble for me. Joe Looney started playing over Tyler. Then Tyler came in and started playing better than Joe. Then Tyler got hurt. Tyler got healthy, and Joe just kept playing. So I don't think that we're in an emergency type deal with offensive line this year. Even in a situation where Tyron is hurt, Lael don't normally get hurt. You know what I mean? So if Tyron does go down whenever he goes down, that'll be Ty and Secchi, Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, Lael Collins. I think we can live with that lineup.
Word. All right. Well, I appreciate that, Voch. I'll go ahead and hop off the phone. Let you keep going, man. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Brother Reeves. When you make your first 10 bands, we applaud the brother. You do that 10 times, now you're on to something. Come on, Brother Reeves. Come on, Brother Reeves. Come on, Brother Reeves. Appreciate you, sir. Brother Reeves is my Griselda consultant. I can throw any Benny the Butcher line at him. He gonna know what I'm talking about. Appreciate you, Brother Reeves. Let's just go down the phone, man. We got Privilege on the phone, so let's get 100 grand. 100 grand. Did you get my message, sir?
No, I My Twitter got hacked, fam. You gotta hit me on Instagram.
Yo, Twitter got hacked. Yo, Twitter got. How old are you? How old are you?
I told you this, man.
You know what, 100 grand? Let me not eat.
I'm gonna hit you on Twitter. I mean, on Instagram. You use your Instagram. You got one. You use it.
Hey, yo, 100 grand. Let me not even hate on you, man, because it sound like you on the block right now, dog. It sound like you about to 100 grand in them streets right now, sir. Let me just leave you alone, man. Hove did that, so hopefully you ain't got to go through that, sir. But go ahead, man. I'm listening.
I don't just do graphics, man.
Don't get indicted. What you got for Mr. 17.5? What's good, though? What you got for the show?
Speaking of rookie camp, I'm not really getting excited until regular training camp comes, because that's when these rookies gonna go up against Zeke, Tony, Cool Gallup. I want to see them do things against them boys. Then I'm like, okay, all right. Then I'm gonna get excited.
Sure.
When you doing that against rookies, that's like being in college again. Because that's who you playing. You going up against them NFL boys when you going up against Zach Martin and them boys that's ready to eat. That's gonna eat you alive. When you do things against them, then I'm gonna get excited. I ain't getting excited right now. Like that's light work. 3 days of mini camp. Rookie mini camp, I'm not excited about that.
Trust me, sir.
I want to see when these boys go to Oxnard. That's what I'm ready for.
Yes, trust me.
That's what I want to see.
Trust me, 100 grand. I badly want to hype up Micah Parsons. I badly want to make him better than I think he is.
Everybody's hyping him up, and I trust me.
But look, 100 grand. 100 grand. It was like, oh boy, Micah Parsons had a good pass rush against Josh Ball. I'm like, who cares? Look at Josh Ball with no pads on. I don't care.
No pads on, no contact. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You guys in Oxnard when y'all got some pads on, when it's fights. You know what I mean? That's what I want to see. Come on, man. When it's fights in Oxnard, when it's 110-degree weather out there and y'all hitting it back, I want to see that.
Right.
That's what I'm ready for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong. I want to see Michael.
Right.
I want to see Boss Man Fat do his thing. I want to see that.
Right.
And based off the fact that we got the best offense in the league.
Right.
Come on, man. You think that's not going to get some boys up to speed real quick?
Right.
You ain't going up against the 29th offense. No, you're going up against the number 1 and number 2 offense in the league. You ain't got no choice but to mature real quick.
Right.
So when you playing Tampa Bay, we got a better offense than Tampa Bay.
Right.
You know? Come on, son.
I can't find your Instagram, 100 grand. I'm trying to send this message to you, but I can't find your Instagram, so I'm just gonna have to search it. I can't find it.
You know, I'm gonna hit you on Instagram when I hang up the phone. I'm gonna hit your inbox up on Instagram.
Thank you, sir, because I have some new business for you because I support small business. That's 100 grand from Graphic Zone HD on Instagram. He does. I got the HD, man. You ain't gotta throw. I got it, man.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, Graphic Zone HD.
Hit that roll call for that great promo you just gave. Hit the roll. Hit the roll.
So let's please get this business off the ground so we can get 100 grand out the streets. All right, man. Appreciate you.
All right, bro.
Oh boy, 100 grand was on the strip right this moment, sir. Boy, 100 grand about to serve the block up right now. right now. Let's go back to the top here. Q, what's happening?
Nothing much. I've been hearing everybody about these safeties and moving Jabril Cox. I ain't feeling that.
Okay.
I ain't feeling that at all.
Okay.
The way I'm looking at it is, why would I take Wilson off the field and move him there instead of just having 3 solid, strong safeties on the field at one time?
Right.
Because now I got Neal, I got Jabril, and I got Wilson.
Right.
So that takes care of all my other people. So
right.
After the wide receivers are gone, all the twitchy little running backs and all the others, it covers everybody.
Right.
And then from there, you have Micah just doing the run stuff.
Right.
In the middle. He'll be your Micah sitting in dead center, and then you can be able to say, like, okay, Micah, see ball, hit ball. That's all you need to do. Covering, we got you.
Yes.
All you want to do is you're going to be the spy in the middle and the running back guy. That's it.
That's it. That's it.
And then on top of that, one thing I want to ask you, because I keep on seeing this thing on the news, and I'm thinking about it, but I'm thinking about like the first game. Okay, so we line up first game, which is Evans, Godwin, and Brown, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm truthfully believing Boss Man will be better on Brown than Edwards and Godwin, because Brown, I don't think Lewis or what's name can handle him.
What I think is going to happen is, and look, first of all, we know nothing. We have no clue what Dan Quinn is going to do. That's the only part that kind of makes this hard to answer questions. But I think they just going to keep Diggs on his side, and they're going to keep Joseph on his side, because as of this year, there's no cornerback one. We just kind of got two guys that's about at the same level relatively. So Diggs will probably be better on Evans, and Joseph would probably be better on one of the quicker running dudes or whatever. But I think it's the same result on either side, because honestly, Mike Evans run faster than Brown and Godwin at this point, honestly. So we just gonna have to line up and just cover them dudes anyway, best we can. So it don't matter.
But then what about putting actual right on Evans? Because Evans is not going to go, he's not a deep crosser, he's a deep vertical. And with the wings, since I've seen your actual review on right, that falls right into his strength.
So this my whole thing with that. If Wright, and boy, this is a big if he shows up to camp and he takes the job and he whatever, then cool. But I was thinking about this because I was at the gym earlier. Hold on, let me just work hard for that when I could just wait. Because I was at the gym earlier. And I was thinking situation-wise, can Boss Man, can he play inside? Just for matchup, whatever. I do think matchup-wise, if we're just matching up on just week by week or whatever, if we got to be in a situation like that to where we need somebody longer on the outside and Boss Man fat to line up inside, I do think we can resort to that. I just think Boss Man just going to be an outside corner, but that is a possibility. We'll just know more whenever Oxnard gets here.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about that matchup, and I'm also thinking about the Kansas City matchup where they have multiple receivers.
We're going to beat the shit out Kansas City, Q. Straight like that.
That's Mahomes, and that's hard. That's like Brady. I understand. I'm a Dallas to die. That's me.
Pat Mahomes better than Tom Brady, and we're going to beat the shit out. We're going to beat the shit out of Pat. So imagine what we're going to do to Tom Brady, sir. We're going to beat both these guys.
As soon as I get off this phone, you got 20 coming your way. But I'm telling you just like this. I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking Boss Man has the best hips out of all the receivers, meaning he's the most shiftiest.
Sure.
He's quicker in and out of cuts and everything. So any of the times we go against the receivers that are like OBJ, Tyreek Hill,
right,
Brown, people like that, that's where I think he truthfully has. That's him. From that point on, then you're looking like, okay, who's taking whatever. And right now, all the people are doing a three wide receiver run where they have one vertical, one twitchy, and one that's in between the jump ball guy. I think Diggs is best against the guy that's twitchy jump ball guy, and then Boss Man twitch, and then vertical right, because I think that's where they're trying to paint him as. That guy that's just like, for us, it would be like, not CD, not what's his name, but the one supposed to get pushed off a cliff. What's his name?
Gallup.
Gallup.
Mm-hmm.
Gallup and Wright would be his guy, because Gallup is a mostly vertical threat guy. And if they're running up with those three, Wright will be the best one for the vertical, because, like I said, I watched the show. I actually looked at did my own review afterwards.
Appreciate you.
But I saw the same thing you did. He's good at going straight back.
Mm-hmm.
Or coming in on those in cuts. That's his game. He's an outside guy, vertical comebacks, that's him. So that's why I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it that way. It's like, the length will help. But I think that, like I said, Boss Man, I'm looking at him, he's a shifty guy. And that's the way and then one last thing, sorry for holding up all your time and everything. Okay, so on the four starters on the line, on the defensive line.
Okay.
If we're going just dime, who are the 4 starters? I know Gregory, I know Lawrence, I know probably Bohanna, but who is that 3 tech?
In dime?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think Bohanna be on the field at dime. Like if it's dime, if it's a pass rush down, I wouldn't think Bohanna would be at 1 tech.
Okay.
Now,
so which one?
So we have to see what Oxnard is like, because if Bradley and I can emerge, then that would be a situation where you would put Bradley and Randy outside, D-Law at 3 tech, and like Osa at 1, or maybe like Tristan and Osa at double 3s, D-Law and Randy at 5, and then we'll just walk somebody up and blitz Micah or something like that. There are many possibilities, and I don't want to sound like I'm just being like whatever nonchalant about it. I just really feel like we have no clue because we got a lot of bodies right now, and we don't know what Dan Quinn gonna do. So the best thing to do is just wait, because when you listen to a lot of people talk, they'll talk like Tristan Hill and Neville Gallimore ain't here. When them dudes, they've had the off season, the protein shake and the peanut butter and the steak and potatoes, and they gonna get big. They bigger than Osa right now. Like we just have no clue. So we gonna have to wait till Oxnard to see. Honestly.
All right. Okay. I agree. Like I said, and thanks, man. Much love. You got 20 coming your way, dude. As soon as I get off the phone with you.
God bless you, sir. We're gonna beat the shit out of Kansas City. I'm just saying how I feel, man. I ain't one of the Cosbys. I ain't go to Hill, man. Brother Vaughn up next. Drummer Cam on deck. Neil in the hole. Let's boogie. Brother Vaughn, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Brother Voch? The best show on YouTube.
Hey man, hold on, man. Wait. You just starting out too hot right now. You start. Let me give you one, dog. Come on, man.
Hey, bro, that's fact.
Go ahead, though. What you got for the show?
Hey, look, man. I was just calling, man, kind of set the record straight a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, everybody, like you just said, man, everybody need to relax.
Yeah.
On the defense. We don't know what this defense is going to be. And I don't want to hear anything about what the defense going to be, who going to start, who going to be this, because we don't know. We're going to have the top 5 offense in the league this year. We won't know nothing to training camp about. Mm-hmm. When them Jabril Cox and Micah Parsons can go up against this top 5 offense on the other side of the football, we can talk then. We can have a conversation. But until then, we don't know, man. We don't know what Dan Quinn going to do. They're not going to tip their hand on what they're going to do, kind of like the idiots last year did. They not.
Right.
They not. So everybody be relaxed. Another thing, when you said something about Barry Church,
right?
Man, Barry Church, he gonna get on Sky Deal like you said. He gonna lie.
Yeah,
he gonna straight up lie about and I'm gonna tell you why he gonna lie.
Yeah,
you know, first of all, Barry Church can't tell me that. Now I like Barry Church, don't get me wrong, but he can't tell me that because Barry Church would not survive in the NFL right now. Trust me. Hey, listen, okay. I watched Israel. His name is McCollum.
Okay.
I watched Israel McCollum play right here in Boulder City at Parkway High School, right?
Okay.
And he played corner, but he played little safety too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Israel ain't trying to hit nobody. I promise you. And you want your strong safety or your free safety, they got to be physical about that. They got to be willing to hit somebody. You know what I mean?
So Vaughn, watch this, sir. Me and you was under the same post. I made this post about how I was gonna put this film out, but I was lazy. But I was like, let me just dig a little deeper and see what was going on. I was semi hype about old boy playing free. But I found a lot of his safety film. I went back to 2018, 2019. Israel Mukwamu. I went and found some of his deep safety film. And boy, Brother Vaughn, you have a scout's eye, sir. When he runs to the sideline and right before it's time to go hit somebody, he'll slow down a little bit. He'll slow down a little bit before he get there. Now he'll cover somebody. He covers well, but he don't want to tackle nobody. You're right.
Hey, watch his film, man. When you watch his film, he got long strides. Mm-hmm. When it's time for him to come down and time for the rubber to meet the road, them strides get real sharp. And they get sharp quick. Hey, now, let me tell you something about Donovan Wilson.
Yeah.
Now, he's from Shreveport High School. Check it out. I watched Donovan Wilson play Little League football. I watched him play high school football. I watched him play college football at Texas A&M.
Right.
And the kid is he's been a dog ever since he was a kid, man. And safety is his natural spot. Everybody talk about strong safety and free safety box. He can play both.
Yeah.
He can play both. Hey, I seen this kid at 10 years old playing the free safety. And he's seen, the quarterback threw a little pass, man. He came from the center field. And he hit this little kid, man. I feel so sorry for him. They had to call him meat wagon for the kid. That was at free safety. A couple plays later, he was at the strong safety. He did the same thing. Laid the kid, I'm talking about demoralized the kid. The parents came out the stands on the field, all my baby, called him meat wagon for the little kid. 10 years old. Yeah. Same player in high school. So, with Donovan, he's not just a strong safety. He can play a free safety. Now, everybody got to remember. Now, a lot of people say, man, Donovan is a strong safety. He's just a strong safety only. People don't watch film. They don't understand film, And I've learned a whole lot, by watching film with you, like as you say, the nuances of the film. Because people watch film, but they don't understand what they're watching or know what they're watching. Right. And a lot of people didn't play football. They don't understand coverages. They don't understand how everything, the team's motion, per se. For example, right. Donovan may start off playing strong, right. But sometimes you hear I'm gonna back up a little bit. You hear the Cowboys always talk about they like safeties that's interchangeable, right? Right. And the reason why is because a lot of safeties he may start off playing the strong, but as teams motion, or as they audible, he may end up playing the free. Prime example: all those plays that he was making in preseason as a rookie, those interceptions, that wasn't at the strong, that was at the free. The big hit on Dalvin Cook, that when he came in and deterred and demoralized, took his lunch. Dalvin Cook, Minnesota. That wasn't at the show. That was at the free. Look, go back and look at the film. Right. So he makes plays. He plays both. I think me personally, watching him play high school ball, I think he's a natural strong. Right. But the kid can make plays. The kid can make plays at the free too. So I would say that he's both. And so, even with this, with the kid Jabril Cox, and this is what Okoye was saying. I watched it in the live show. This is what he was saying. He wasn't saying that to put the guy at strong safety. Right. He wasn't saying that. Okay. What he was saying is, it doesn't matter where they put him at. They can start him off at linebacker, but as teams, motion or as a audible, he may end up playing the strong for that particular play. And what they were saying is, in that case, in nickel, that's who you want on the field. Man, you don't want no Anthony. Man, they can give Anthony Brown his pink slip. They can give Jordan Lewis his pink slip. And I'm going to tell you why. Right. Because a lot of teams is going to play, like, for instance, you watch film, Cleveland Browns, they do a lot of 12 personnel. Right. The Rams, the first game of the year, 12 personnel. Them people killed us on 12 personnel. Jordan Lewis was getting his lunch 8 in 12 personnel. Anthony Brown was getting his lunch 8 in 12 personnel. If people don't know what 12 personnel is, that's 2 tight ends. They was getting their lunch 8. Jabril Cox ain't getting his lunch 8 at 12 personnel. You know why? Because he can't cover those slot receivers. He can cover some tight ends with ease. So they're not saying, he wasn't saying like, okay, put the guy at strong safety and make him a strong safety. Right. No, you can keep him at linebacker. It doesn't matter. You can put him at the wheel. But as teams motion, like the Raiders do, they misdirection. Like John Gruden start off in the eye, he going to a whole different other formation pre-snap. So he may start off at the strong safety, at the wheel linebacker, but as the play develops, he may end up making the play that a strong safety would actually make. And that's what they were saying. He make plays as a strong safety, not he needs to be a strong safety.
Thank you so much for cleaning that up, because me and Okoye was about to fight if he was implying that Jabril was going to play some free. Go ahead, sir.
No, man, and he gave you a shout out too, man. He gave you mad love, man. He said, man, he's one of the reasons. You're one of the reasons why he watched film, and you actually helped him to get more detail with film. He gave you mad love last night.
Well, you know what? Shouts out to Okoye. I wasn't gonna fuss with him at all. I wasn't gonna start no mess. I wasn't gonna start no mess with Okoye. Shouts out to him. Appreciate you, brother Von. This was a great call, man.
Yes, sir, man.
Oh man, look, y'all think I had a great Kelvin Joseph reaction, boy? Von had the Kelvin Joseph reaction, boy. We gonna be smoking, shooting people. We gonna be smacking Mike McCarthy, all that. Shouts out to him. Who I said? Drummer Cam, then Neil, then 254. I asked Skywalker when he's going live.
The conference has been locked.
Cause I don't want to step on his show. I know he got a show coming up, and I don't want to step on his toes. So we're not gonna be too much longer. But we are probably gonna run this till about 6. So we're gonna do that. Drummer Cam, what's happening, sir?
Hey, Voch, how's the best YouTuber on YouTube going, man?
I don't know. Ask Mr. Beast and PewDiePie and them. I don't know. ask them. Ask Prince.
Your 1029 conversation, and I about lost it when you're like, all right, guys, I'll talk to you next year when you guys actually come.
Yeah. You know what, man? It is. I mean, that's how it works, man. Like during the regular season, it's all good, and I be looking for work. But boy, when like them last 3 weeks of draft season come, boy, the damn calendar get thick. Boy, the calendar get thick, and I never hear from him again. But I'm enjoying my peace now, sir. I'm enjoying my peace.
I just thought that was funny. Hey, shout out to Vaughn because he took my whole point away. He cleaned it up better, and I was thinking about it. But bring in Jabril Cox. Time
out, Cam. I'm showing the camera right now what the bottom 2 weeks of my schedule looked like. Hold on, if it'll focus, it ain't focusing. But the bottom 2 weeks is filled out. You see what I'm saying? And that was right around draft time. I was busy as hell, but we got it done. Now I'm sorry for cutting you off, Drummer Cam. Go ahead, sir.
No, you're good. You're good, Bud. Mm-hmm. You're always busy on draft time. That's how it goes.
We're gonna be out.
But yeah, shout out to Vaughn. I think it was his name, Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Jabril Cox situation, that piqued my interest when Okoye called that out, and I was like, all right, but is he gonna play strong safety or how's it? But like, if you have a 4 linebacker look, essentially, no matter whether you want to call him a strong safety or not, like you're gonna have to have that. Because the one deficit I see in all these young guys that we drafted is that inside look. If they're not going to line up inside leverage, you know, they might get beat because a lot of these guys, they need to clean up their footwork. They need to clean up that turn to the inside, not bite so hard. That's the one thing about ball hawks that you get beat on is they get too aggressive. If they read something first and then they don't, and then they turn into reacting. But if you have a guy like Jabril Cox on the inside, that changes the game. But you also know on the other side, Micah Parsons is probably going to be going after the quarterback.
Right.
And to get, you know, so that leaves that side. And whether that's dig side, you know, but you can't do that all the time because then you're going to give up, you know, oh, Diggs and Mike is over here, then we know a blitz is coming on a passing down. That's not what you're looking for. You got to keep things flowing.
Right.
However, to get to my point here, that's where I think you will see guys like Osa, Digizua, and specifically Bohanna in pass rush situations. Because if we are going to blitz linebackers, which I think we're going to see a lot of this year, it's just my guess with Quinn, and drafting the guys that he's drafted,
right,
Mike Parsons is going to be rushing quite a bit. So having an anchor in the middle that's taking those double teams like Osa and Bohanna,
sure,
like those clean lanes, I think, is what we're looking for. That's just looking at everybody we drafted. Now, the fact is Neville Gallimore is not gone. Tristan Hill is not gone. I will be interested to watch Tristan Hill once we start getting to training camp, but I think he's gone, man. It's just my thought.
Oh, Drummer Cam, don't be like that, man. Tristan Hill's gonna be just fine. Tristan Hill was making strides in this defense. You know, guys like that, they got to drink that water. They got to drink that. You know what I'm saying? And then they get big enough to have. I think you're gonna need Tristan and Neville this year while Osa fully gets acclimated. I think Osa's gonna do a little bit for you, but the guys this year, like Osa and probably Bohanna too, all them guys, Chauncey, they gonna be cool this year, but they not gonna be the guys that we think they are until next year and the year after that. So you really need Tristan and Neville this year just to, bridge those guys along,
Yeah, the bridge thing is going to be real this year, and I think that's why they brought in some of the veterans that they did from previous Dan Quinn guys. I can't remember all the signings, but I know what you mean on the rotation scenario, and I agree 100%. I don't think we can expect the world from these rookies, but I at the same time, I look at the draft, and you just look at what Dan Quinn,
Sure.
like he had his guys. And I'm going to pull a Jeff Kavanaugh on you. Who is who is the Hill sponsor?
Well,
Who is Gallimore's sponsor?
Well, see, this is my whole thing. It's only 10 guys on the roster that got a sponsor, right? It's 10, so it's the 11 draft picks, then the 5 or so free agents. So it's only 15 guys that truly got sponsors. After that, it's just basically it just comes down to what you need. So Osa and Quentin got a sponsor, but we still need tackle help. So you would just hope that Tristan and Neville can do enough to be around, especially since you paid so highly of them in the draft or whatever. So I think we'll be good, man. As long as Dan Quinn don't do nothing goofy that Mike Nolan did, like sit Randy Gregory and rotate him and not start him. As long as Dan Quinn don't do no foolishness like that, we'll be good to go.
No, I think Randy Gregory fits the Dan Quinn mentality perfectly. So I definitely think we'll see him start it. But we got to see camps. I mean, OTAs are going to start. We got to see this. But I definitely think between Neville, Bradley, and I, and Tristan Hill, I think one of these guys are going to go. No disrespect for what they bring to the table, but I think, like you're saying, it's going to be whoever performs the best, and then you're going to cut the rest down to what you need on the roster.
Hey, appreciate you, Drummer Cam. Great call.
Yeah, man. Have a good one, man.
Yes, sir. How many people I got watching live right now? 382 people. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. I just want to ask the chat box a quick question. I'm just, doing my advertising thing throughout the whole little way or whatever. What was I saying? What was I about to say? I was saying something. What was I saying? Damn, chat box. What was I saying? Shit. Yes. We're gonna be doing live watch-alongs this year for the games or whatever. So, during the game, mute that mug. Come here. You can line it up or whatever, if you know what I'm saying, whatever you want to do, and I'll be reacting and I'll be watching the game here. Y'all can come chill with Voch and watch the game. I think I got a good knack for how I'm gonna run this thing. It's really, really gonna be fun. Tune in, and of course we got the best post game show in the league, man. Kobe dropped a dime in the super chat. Go let Kobe out. Just because I appreciate the content, I got you already. Appreciate you though, sir. Appreciate that dime. And Shaq also. Marquise came and dropped a dub in the super chat. Appreciate you. Mike from San Antonio. Appreciate you, sir. He says, just popping in to pay some homage to the great. Pardon me, to the GOAT. I'm grateful, man. Catching this on the rewind. See you at the Mon bashing on Patreon. I mean the Mon film later. Peace, Voch. Yeah, we're gonna be watching. Patreon is gonna be like where I'm gonna be doing film stuff or whatever. So right now we're gonna be doing film by division. I'm starting with the NFC North. So we're gonna be watching Levi Wuzarike, Justin Fields, Kellen Mond, and Amari Rodgers. So. If you're a fan of one of those teams, come through. If you ain't doing that, appreciate you, Enemy Michael. Tom Boyle dropped a 5 in the super chat. Says love the show. Then he came and dropped another 5 for the love. Appreciate you, sir. And Ivan Ooze. Y'all remember on the Power Ranger movie, though? Ivan Ooze sold lean to school kids, bro. He sold them kids codeine and promethazine. Like he sold SERP. He sold SERP to the churn and got their parents high and made them walk off a cliff. Psychedelic lean. Ivan News dropped a diamond super chat. Appreciate you, sir. All right. 2 more calls. Then we gonna boogie. Appreciate y'all for being here. How long we been doing this? About an hour? Right on time, sir. Right on time. Oh, my cat's still in the carrier. Oh, poor Eva. She all right. Neil, what's happening?
Hey, not much, Voch. How you been, fam?
Man, Cortez pissed off, ain't he?
Hey, he'll be all right.
Cortez.
He'll be all right.
Cortez mad as hell, boy. Cortez smoking them churn, ain't he? Come on now.
That boy, yeah. Well, I mean, he can be mad as hell, and he gonna be mad as hell when he on the couch after this weekend. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, he ain't beating around. Anyway, what you got? What you got, Neil? What you got for the show? What's up with you?
Hey, fam. So I was thinking about like the same situation. Like some of the cats has already talked about, like, you know, calm down the expectations and whatnot. But I was actually thinking about like the other side of the ball with some of the UDFAs. I haven't heard anything about Vasher from you. Like, I wasn't sure if he was gonna be. Are you gonna be dropping any film on Big Homie? Because like from what I see, he's one of those mid-speed people that's like jump ball guy.
He's slow.
And I wasn't sure, like, maybe he could, like, in case something happens to MG, if he may be like an insert person.
I was saving my Vasher film session. Let me go and get my button ready. We're gonna be sponsored by Manscaped June through December. Boy. And so I'm gonna finish like the drafted kids or whatever. So Semi's coming, Israel's coming. And we'll look at the two offensive linemen together. But when we get into June, when I start back into my Manscaped ads, because they decided to hold down the channel from June to December. Blessed. They're gonna be. I anticipate the Vasher film to be a high viewed film. So I'm gonna drop that in June when Manscaped holler at me, because we're sponsored for that a long time. Vasher, he's not better than Semi right now. He's not better than Semi right now.
Okay.
Vasher, if you watch his highlight tapes, he's incredible, or he's fun when you watch his highlight tapes. But he's not fast. He can't run routes, and he really can't catch. He just makes circus catches, but he drops slants or whatever. And if you look at his game log, Texas Tech throw the ball 50 times. One game he'll have 2 catches. The other game he'll have 3 catches. The other game he'll have 1 catch. One game he'll have 2. And why do you think that's the case? I think people don't trust on the ball to him, and he's dropping the rest of them. And he has a hard time getting open. So I'm not here for Vasher necessarily. I'm just not here for it. No, sir.
At first, like, when I saw him, I was like, this man is really like jumping out the gym and like Boston cats. But then afterwards, like, I started seeing, like, I saw a breakdown of his game, of a couple of his games, and I'm like, I'm not sure like how I'm supposed to feel about this kid, because like he's like, he just shows flashes,
sure,
and that's about it. It's like that the old school Kodak joints, you know what I'm saying? The ones where you wind up joints and you take the quick flash. It's like, oh shit, that's bright, and then nothing else. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if he's just like that roll of film that needs to develop or whatever. But I guess Dallas saw something in him, so clearly there's something there.
He just ain't good.
Like, afterwards,
he just ain't good. Dallas saw him for free. They saw him as an undrafted free agent to see if they can get some kind of developmental wide receiver trace up out of him or whatever. But Semi's the guy. Semi is the better kicking game dude, and Semi's the better receiver. So, if anybody's going to be New Gallup, it's going to be Semi, because Semi's the downfield guy that can run a little bit, and his hands are better than Vasher. So Semi's
4.37, I believe, for like his 40 is 4.37. So, and I didn't realize just how many people that Dallas drafted. Dallas actually drafted a very fast class.
Sure.
Like, you look at Kelvin Cousins running a 4.36, I think 4.36 or 4.34, one of the two.
Kelvin Cousins.
And then,
yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
No, I'm trying to remember. Micah is a 4.39.
Yeah.
Semi is 4.37, and like, it's just, and
Kelvin
Mukwamu, he's a 4.3 guy as well. So like, we're just getting faster like in general.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that we've actually missed, like over the years. Like we had Byron, he wasn't speed guy. He was, he was size guy, and knock away the ball guy. And then he, decided he wanted to get his hands on the ball a couple times when he was in Miami. But
sure.
I think that this team has a lot. There is a lot of potential. I think their best opportunity
right.
to play in the season is actually once Oxford hits, because think about it. You
right.
have the number. In my opinion, this is the best offense in the league.
Yes.
Like, in my opinion, our offense is the best offense in the league.
Right.
And so now it's like, oh, well, you got to face Brady. Well, guess what? You got to face Dak and CD and MG and Amari, and you got to deal with Zeke in the backfield. And so, like, it's like, well, what exactly is it that we have to worry about when we've got our offense that we got to deal with? You know what I'm saying?
You talking
so,
over
like, I started.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't understand. I don't understand, like, where all these worries are coming from. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get that. This developing process is going to be hurried along a lot better with this draft class due to what this offense is made of. This offense is going to make this defense develop and mature a lot quicker than it normally would.
Yeah. I agree, sir.
So
I agree. Go ahead.
I had one more question. I'm not gonna be one more question guy.
But you being one more question guy. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I don't want to be one more question
but
guy.
You're currently being one more question guy.
I am being one more question guy.
But you just don't want to be. I got you. I got you. Go ahead. I got you.
Look. I just got. I'm dealing with. I'm trying to rank up right now. I'm in my school, so like right now I'm trying to get my 5 right now.
Appreciate
so
you.
like any chance that I get a chance to, open up a little bit and be free, this is what I'm gonna do. But what I've looked at with, the natural media and whatnot, everybody is saying, empty calories, Dak, and, this, that, and the third, and all that. So do you think that Jerry is listening to, radio and saying, we have, now that we've put all these pieces into play now, Mike, this is a you must do now, or next year you're going to be on the hot seat sort of deal? Or do you think that he's just sitting back and just going to let things play through?
I mean, who going to fire Jerry Jones?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
This is your one more question?
No, I'm asking. Like, do you think McCarthy is going to be on the hot seat? That's what I was asking. Like,
oh yeah, Mike has probably be gone. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I mean with this team built the way that it is, yeah, 100%. Mike will be on the bubble, sure, but not Jerry. Jerry ain't going nowhere. Jerry ain't going nowhere. Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, Jerry. Yeah, Jerry's. Until Jerry's, resting wherever he lay, he's going to be, Dallas Cowboys GM, Dallas Cowboys owner, Dallas Cowboys publication. Dallas Cowboys is everything, So I mean, I got nothing on that one. That's just what it is. But again, I appreciate the time to actually talk. Saying what's going on with our team. 28-14. Go ahead and write that down for week 1. Dallas is going to, people are saying upset, but go ahead and write that down. 28-14 Dallas, and I'm going to be looking forward to hearing all the, shock. Dallas shocked the world, after week 1. But again, I appreciate it. You're doing great things for. This is the best damn show that anybody who pays attention to football needs to pay attention to, because you are that dude when it comes to this content. If you are not subscribed,
go ahead, let them know. Go ahead.
Subscribe to this man.
Yeah, let them know.
Now.
What else?
Not 10 seconds ago.
Right.
Now, you need to look.
Well, 10 seconds ago would be better.
At
but
Lombardi.
Right.
At Lombardi.
10 seconds later, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Now.
Give him an opportunity to progress. Yeah.
Right. Now.
At Lombardi on Twitter. Voch Lombardi, right here, what you paying attention on.
YouTube.
You know what I'm saying?
YouTube, right.
And anything, whenever you see his name,
right.
I don't care if it's like the regular like.
Right.
Let it be known, man.
That's it.
I mean, I appreciate you, dog. I appreciate you.
Hey, man, thank you kindly, man. You're going to make me cry. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Brother Neil, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, man, shouts out to Neil, man. Neil say sub now and not 10 seconds ago. Well, I mean, 10 seconds ago would be better. You don't want them to wait 10 seconds to sub. You want them to sub back then. Past tense and present is what we want. We don't want y'all hanging around, you know what I'm saying, procrastinating and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what we don't want. But I'm humble and I'm grateful. Hey man, one thing I don't want nobody to do, man, I don't want nobody to think I'm Hollywood and I'm not approachable, man. I ain't shit, man. I'm just a dude on YouTube talking shit. I got jokes. I guess I got a little, you know what I'm saying, charisma and all that, and I'm fun to listen to, I guess, but I'm just a regular dude, man. So I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into my little show. You know what I'm saying? We got Roland's reviews in the chat box there. I asked her earlier what she cooked. She ain't say nothing. So I'm just gonna assume she's not looking at the chat box here. So this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna put my voice into this. We're gonna incorporate the audio side. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying, tickle your earbuds one time. Miss Rose reviews, what y'all cooked today? We also got Miss Sheila in the chat box. Now I know Sheila love to come in and speak and show love. So, you know, since we asking, Miss Sheila, I don't know if you was around that one day we was talking about it, but if you had to cook for a young man, what sides would you cook? We like also let us know the main dish, but like the main dish is important in its own right, but what's the most important is the sides that go along with it, because we just want to see how concrete the actual theory is. So Miss Sheila, while we asking Miss Rose reviews and you, I want you to just tell us what you cooked today, and then as a side question, if you was cooking for a young man, what would you cook, and most importantly, what sides would you have for him? Because we just working on this theory where we just asking, so we just we just need to know. Curiosity, you know. Curiosity. We just need those answers. Then we got this last call. Where's the cat? She's in the box because she's in trouble. We got one last call. They're not a platinum caller. We don't know this number, so we're gonna have our ears open so we can know who this person is, and we're gonna play some relative clock game with them, relatively. And if they give us a good call, we'll make them platinum, so they ain't gotta wait to be last next time, and all that good stuff. Collard greens, neck bones, yeah, boy, y'all cook soul food every day over there, boy. Boy, y'all don't just go to Chick-fil-A one day? Yeah. Y'all have soul food all the time, boy. Y'all ain't tired of cooking? Boy, I bet all of y'all cast iron skillets just perfectly seasoned. Y'all just come on. I would love to see your spice rack. Come on. Gold-plated cutlery. Come on. Oh man, let's see. Sheila say I don't cook; they cook for me. Hey Sheila, let me tell you something. Sheila, let me tell you something. That's all good, Sheila. You know what I'm saying? The young men cooking for you and all that, but come on now, Sheila. Come on now. Let's not be a boss for 5 seconds, Sheila. If you had to cook for a young man, what you cooking? And I want to know the sides. When the young men are not cooking chicken nuggets and ramen noodles for you, Sheila. When the young men come by, and they got to take their shoes off because they can't have no shoes on your rug, and they're not cooking, and you're cooking in particular, what you cooking for the young man, and what side you gonna have? Let's get into the phones. 254. You the last caller of the day. What's happening? Who this?
How you doing, Voch? This is Xavier. I'm from Killeen, Texas.
Xavier from Killeen, Texas. What you eat today, Xavier?
Shoot, I ain't need none yet. I got off work early this morning, but
That's what I'm saying, man.
Right now,
that's what I'm saying. You need you a cougar in your life that's gonna tell you to come by around noon so they can get you some grub with some sides, Xavier. Come on, man. But I feel you, my guy. Xavier from Killeen, Texas. What you got for the show, sir?
Well, first of all, I want to say shout out to you. You know, I wasn't really like a film watching type of guy. I really wasn't like doing nothing like that. I just watched the games as they came along. I originally started watching off Foot's channel, and then I remember one time he had like talked about you, so I looked you up, and here we are. Like I watch you every single time you like post or like anytime you go on Twitter. I got your notifications on. Got to keep your word in my ear because your word has always been good. So I just try to keep it because you always keep it 100. So I just like to listen to people that keep it 100.
Appreciate you, sir. 100%. What else you got?
Yes, sir. And also, I like to say when it comes to the season coming up, first of all, in my head, in my mind, I don't really care about what other Cowboy fans have to say. But in my head, we're gonna be 17-0 to whoever plays us tells me otherwise.
I'm gonna give you a walk call, boy. You brand new. I'm gonna give you a walk call, player. There you go. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. Cause honestly, fuck the Bucks. Cause they didn't play Dak. They didn't play Dak, and I hate to see it. I hate to see when I see Cowboys fans talk down on Dak and well, quote unquote Cowboys fans talk down on Dak, and they say he has empty calorie stats and yada yada yada. Really, I don't get it because he's not the one calling the plays. Like when they tell Zeke to run on second and 10, or they tell Zeke to run on certain downs, it's not his fault that he has to come back and throw the ball 90% of the game because we're down 20. You feel me?
You know what, Xavier? Now that you mention that, let me ask you a question, sir. Now that you mention that, have you ever had roasted possum before?
I have not had roasted possum.
Tank Dog in the chat box was asking people have they had any roasted possum, and then that leads me to ask, what sides would y'all have with roasted possum? I just think it's an interesting question, but go ahead, Xavier. You was talking about the Cowboys, the Buccaneers getting whooped. Go ahead.
I mean, macaroni cheese and maybe
you don't cook no damn macaroni with no. You don't cook macaroni with roasted possum. You have rice and butter, with peas with roasted possum, sir. Come on, man.
If my grandmother is making the food, I will take whatever she makes.
That's fair enough, sir. Let me just give you another one on that. That's fair enough. It's fair enough. Go ahead, sir.
But yeah, I mean, like I said, I feel like people feel spoiled to be a Dallas Cowboys fan sometimes too, because they must not remember we had Matt Castle or whatever his name was. Sure. We was playing Brandon Weeden, and I honestly don't remember who all we was playing like a couple years ago. Like Tony kept getting hurt, so it was kind of hard to watch. But I mean, when you're a fan, you have to watch it and think you're gonna win every game no matter what. And I appreciate the draft plan that they came out with. I honestly want to Rashawn Slater off rip because our left tackle he just continuously getting hurt, back to back. So like Rashawn Slater would have done a couple things for me, but since we got Micah Parsons, it's just like I have to just be down with whatever the Cowboys feel. And if they feel like we need to get more run stoppers and we feel like this is the best pick for us, they don't want to trade down or just keep the stance that we had, then I'm down with whatever they want to do, because we can't be worse than what we were. But I feel like with the additions from the offseason and the people that we've accumulated through the draft, I feel like throughout this next year is going to be a pretty exciting fight to see, like when it comes to the formation and everything else that we have going on.
Now that you mentioned the defense, though, that makes sense. Let me ask you a question, sir, since you just mentioned the defense. How old are you?
I'm just turned 21.
You just turned 21. So April's in the chat box right now. She says that she's cooking right now. So you 21. Do you have some money, sir?
Yeah, I do have some money, sir.
You 21 and you got some money, man. April is ready to cook you up some sides and some dessert. You understand me? She gets these young men and she just show them a side that they never seen before. And before that check be gone. Hey, Xavier, I just made you platinum, man. I appreciate you, sir. Thanks for calling in. Next time you call in, I'll know it's you, man. Cowboy up. We undefeated till we ain't. Salute.
Undefeated, yes sir. Have a good day.
Sir, listen, man. Y'all know something about like I can tell when they're young because like they start to call me sir now. You know what I mean? And I'm still in my 20s relatively, so I feel young, but I'm 29, so that means I'm almost 30. so when they call me sir, they not wrong, but I ain't ready to be sir yet. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. April gonna take all their money. She say she was cooking something. What she say? She had let me find this here in the chat box. April say what she say? I just cooked some neck bones, rice, turnips, and hot water cornbread. They don't know nothing about hot water cornbread and the cast iron skillet, April. See, I'm from Mississippi, so I get it. Vaughn from damn Shreveport, so he get it. But the rest of these folk don't know nothing about hot water cornbread in the cast iron. They know nothing. Nothing. Anyway, the phone lines are closed, ladies and gentlemen, but there are a lot of you that probably couldn't call in on the phone. You may have talked up anytime, minutes, anytime. You may have been in the kitchen cooking hot water cornbread, and if a lot of y'all in the country, you may not have a lot of service to where you can make a proper phone call. You know, some of y'all, you know, maybe in some vehicle going to the moon or something. You can't get a, you know what I mean? Like the sound's going to be too muffled in that spaceship. You know what I'm saying? Whatever reason you couldn't call in, you know what I mean? Talked up anytime, minutes, anytime. Now is your time to touch in with the show in this here chat box now. You know what I'm talking about? So chat box, what are your questions? What do you have? Oh, Chris, you know they cleaning the house. Chris, you know they cleaning the house while they cooking. You know oh, Chris. Set it off, Chris. You know they in there cleaning up something. Come on, man. Come on, man. What else we got, chat box? Sir still feels wrong at the sir still feels wrong at 34. Hey, I feel you, fam. I feel you. I feel like everybody, like growing up, used to always hear folks say 30 is the new 20, but like you never believed that. Like y'all old. Chill out. When you get to 30 really feel like the new 20 when you get close to 30. It is what it is. It is what it is. J. Cole album review. Listen, sir, we don't talk about politics. We don't talk about religion, Allen Iverson, or J. Cole on the internet in public. Sorry, sir. Traveling Man Podcast said he missed the show. Hit that rewind, click it back, play it again. We'll be here. For those of you that haven't, go check out the Chauncey Golston film session. Let me hit a war call for Chauncey Golston. Also, I'm getting in shape too. You know what I mean? And the only reason I'm telling people that is so I need y'all to help me be accountable. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't be like, oh, I'm working out and I show up and I get fat one day. Like if that happens, I need y'all to be like, damn, Voch, I thought you was working out. Why you all, you know what I'm saying, puffy in the face? You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to hold me accountable. So I'm telling y'all that I'm working out so that y'all can keep me on task and all that. So when I just show up in shape one day, don't judge me. Silver and Blue Back Nation drop 5 in super chat says 713 checking in, homie. We playoff bound. I'm taking all the smoke from these chumps 100%, man. Hey, look, they're gonna have to show me, player. They're gonna have to show me, player. 100%, Mr. Wolf. They're gonna have to show me. They could do all this like complying that they want. They could be scared of Tom Brady all they want, bro. They're gonna have to show me. And Tom Brady, look, even if they beat us, they better not play us again because we're going to whoop their ass the second time. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel. 2 more questions. Nitty versus Geechee for 100 bands. True. No pancakes for me. Come on, son. I went hard in the gym today too, boy. I be trying to explain to people that push pressing ain't like squatting. You know what I mean? Like you could do 500 on the daggone push press. Just because you could do it there don't mean you could do 500 on squats. This is a totally different notion. I saw some gentleman do 500 on the damn push press, and he assumed that he could just do 500 on the squats. All right, brother, pick the bar up, put it right back down. They gonna learn today, sir. They gonna learn today. Yo, Voch, can you answer my? I feel like I answered my super chat. I'm sorry, y'all. Pardon me, dog. I apologize. I did miss you. Here we go. Uppercut Cannon dropped the 5 in the super chat. Says, where do you see Jay Lewis contributing the most on the field this year? In the slot. Straight up and down. In the slot. This whole dream that Jordan Lewis is a better outside guy, they don't believe it. His ass is going to be right in the slot. It's 2 different lifts, brother Robbie. 2 different lifts. But they going to learn. They going to learn. I put an M on your head. Now you Louise, your brother. All right, man. I got you. I got you. I do think this was J. Cole's best rapping album in a while. Like just as far as rapping ability, I think he's rapped as good as he's rapped in a long time. But J. Cole like to make a lot of mistakes. Like he'll just have a perfectly good rap song, but then he'll have a terrible hook, and then he'll start singing a medley just out of nowhere, and Lil Jon and the East Side Boys will start cussing at the end of the song. J. Cole just makes small mistakes that he probably wouldn't make if it was somebody else's song. Like if somebody else was producing, you know what I'm saying? They probably wouldn't let J. Cole make those mistakes. But if J. Cole, since he's in charge of all the music, you know what I'm saying? Like putting everything together, whatever production. Since he's in charge, J. Cole just kind of do what he wants. He ends up making a lot of mistakes, like putting Lil Jon and East Side Boys at the end of the song. The same dudes think they can power clean, but they just because you can power clean don't mean you can deadlift. 100%, sir. Indubitably. Why is Connor Williams not NFL strong yet? He is. It's just that the league is bad at guard. And people think Connor is bad when he's really just average. Pardon me, there are children outside. They're screaming in English. They're not screaming in Spanish this time. They're screaming in English. But, you know. One more time. One more question. He didn't produce the album. Well, whoever produced it, they led him astray when they thought it was a good idea to just throw Lil Jon on at the end, or just sing some medley in the middle of it, or just extend the song with a lot of dead space, or to just cut on the auto tune and start whining like one of the little kids. But look, the rapping's good. You know. What else? Somebody asked me what city has the most beautiful women. The gym. With that being said, I holler at y'all, man. Y'all take it easy. Until next time, man. Y'all hold it down for the Doski, Woski, Peasky, Whiskey. Don't forget to go to Cowboy, Dallas Cowboy Network. Check out Skywalker Steel and all that good stuff. Time out, Tiffany Berry. What you cooked today? Tiffany Berry came in late when the show was wrapping up. Thought we wasn't going to catch him. Tiffany Berry, what you cooked today? And what size did you throw in there? Before we leave, I caught you. I caught you slipping. You just slid at the end, but we just caught you trying to sneak out the back of the club there. Tiffany, what you cooked today? I'm from Nacogdoches, Texas, so come on now. I know about some hot water corn. And you know she know what hot water cornbread is, because she ain't say, I know what hot water cornbread is. She says, I know about some hot water cornbread. That's what she said. Look, she didn't say, oh, I know everything there is to know about hot water cornbread. She didn't say that. She say, oh, I know about some hot water cornbread. So I believe you. I believe you. Tiff, what you cooked today? And on that note, we're gonna leave, but we waiting on you. We waiting on you, Tiff. You're the star of the show now. Anytime now. Let me check my Fitbit Versa 3. Put this little clock game up. Let's see what you cooked and what sides you got. Shaq, the Vikings fan, has no clue what hot water cornbread is. Of course, Shaq. You tell me you're too young, but get you one of these seasoned women, Shaq. You're gonna know exactly what the hell hot water cornbread is. Hirsch puppies. All that good stuff. Come on, Tim. What the deal is? What the deal is? Herman asked me, do I want to trade Anthony Brown while I'm trying to ask Tiff what she cooked today? Not gonna be able to do it. We got 30 more seconds and I'm leaving. 30 more seconds and I know about some hot water cornbread. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, Voch is from Mississippi. Voch is from Natchez, Mississippi. I went to school in Hattiesburg. I came to Houston to work, and now I'm in Houston YouTubing. Might buy a house in Dallas, never know. But I was born and raised in Natchez, Mississippi. I know about some hot water cornbread. All right, then we called a slip, and Tiff don't want to tell us what she cooked. All right, we gonna leave, man. We gonna leave, and I'm gonna hang around the chat box because I just. I'm gonna hang around the chat box just to kind of just to see. So I'm gonna leave the chat box pulled up, but I'm leaving, y'all. Y'all hold it down for the Doski Woski, the Peasky Whiskey, man. Till next time, salute. Unless Tiffany tell us what she cooking today.